Thanks, Joe. We're here with Daniel Gafford after Game 1. What did you see from that Celtics offense tonight in that first half when they got it going?
Three after three. That's pretty much it.
Is there any way that you can stop that, or is that just hoping that the well dries up?
Really just sticking to our principles, making sure we get them inside the three-point line. That's pretty much just like the main focus. In all honesty, we have to be better defensively when it comes to just like switching off to the guards.
And during halftime, what was the message from Coach Kidd in the locker room? I know you guys were down a lot of points, but the fight that you guys showed to claw back and get it to 8 points.
Get back to having fun with the game. That was just like the main focus. Coming in, they hit us in the mouth in the first half. I feel like that, he came in and he told us to just go out and just do the same thing that they did to us. And I feel like we came out in the third quarter to do that. It's just we had to just make that extra push. They took care of business at home for the first game. It's a long series. We're going to adjust to this. We're going to find out ways to get a win in this series.
Did you feel any jitters heading into the game? Did anybody have to shake off some cobwebs? I know you guys had been off for a number of days too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody was ready to go. It's been a long stretch before we had this first game, so I'm pretty sure throughout the team it was. We finally got that out of our system, so now we should be able to get ready to play for the next one.
Daniel, you don't want to necessarily
Joe,
put
back
this,
to you.
But you guys have bounced back from Game 1 losses in this way. I mean, can you rely on that it's worked in the past, that you've been able to lose Game 1s and still come back and win these series?
Of course. This is something that, we can learn from for sure, and it'll help us in the next game.
Would you say with the switching it was poor execution, or they were just kind of hitting difficult shots?
Not necessarily difficult shots. It was just, we just have to communicate a lot better, and just be better in our principles defensively, and that's what's going to help us, be able to withstand the stretch of just like the runs that they made, so pretty much it.
What can you say about Kristaps Porzingis' performance tonight after missing the last couple rounds?
I mean, it looked pretty healthy to me, so, we just got to find a way to just, match his energy and match his physicality.
Thanks, Dan.
I feel like not just the third quarter, but we know we can compete with this team. They're a great team and all, but, we got to be able to just lock in our principles, lock in the game plan, be able to rotate and be able to communicate with one another. First half, we were just letting things go that we shouldn't let go. And I feel like we started to correct it in the third quarter, but we couldn't do it quick enough, so they were able to just keep that lead. So, all right, they got the game 1. Game 2.
How much is that layoff playing a role in you guys trying to find that rhythm quicker?
Talking about the layoff
You
between?
guys have just been off for a number of days.
It takes a second. I wouldn't say rust, but, you got to get back into the same mentality, back in the same footwork, and back in the same aggression that we was doing when we was playing in Minnesota. If it takes us game 1 to game 2, then all right, it does. But I know me and my team are going to be able to lock in and do what we need to do.
What does the fight from going 29 down to 8 show about this team?
We ain't going to quit. We don't care how much you up. We know we can come back by 30 points down. We know we can come back by 35 points down. We ain't going to stop. We ain't going to give up. We're just going to learn. We're going to adapt. We're going to figure out what we're going to do the next game.
What did Porzingis, what challenges did he present specifically tonight? Coming back, he looked pretty healthy.
I feel like we all saw him shooting the ball. He was comfortable. We shouldn't let that happen. We let him get too comfortable too early into the game. That's on us. We got to be able to be better than that. We got to learn better than that. I'm going to try to be able to make sure I talk to my teammates, make sure my teammates know what we need to do. It's that simple. He's going to be he's a shooter. We all know that. So we just got to be able to limit his comfortability and limit the amount of shots he takes. I wouldn't say we were surprised. We knew exactly what he was going to do. Nothing that he did to surprise us. So being able to know that, look, he's going to hit his shots. That's what they do. They all they're a team of great shooters. So we got to be able to just make them uncomfortable. We let them get too comfortable too early into the game.
Offensively, it looked like they took away a lot of the easy buckets around the rim. What can you say about their effort defensively? It looked like there was a lot of one-on-one basketball too.
Yeah, I feel like they got us out of our schemes, out of what we usually do. And it's on to them. That's a great defensive team right there. They were talking, they were switching well, they were understand whose mismatches they was going at. So be able to learn. Like I said, we can't be the same person who we were today tomorrow.
One thing this team has been able to do is come back from losing Game 1s, previously. How much can you guys rely upon that going forward, knowing, hey, look, you've been in this hole before and you've gotten through it in the past?
I mean, hey, we only won Game 1 in, Minnesota? That was only one. So being able to know that we've been in this position before, we know what we need to do. We just got to execute the game plan. We just got to be able to throw the first punch, take a punch, and then throw one back.
What did you think of your switching on the perimeter just throughout the game?
I feel like it was part of our game plan. I feel like switch, keep them down, and make them in the rotation. Make them swing the ball, make them feel uncomfortable, make them try to put the ball on the floor so they're not just spotting up shooting. I feel like we did that better in the second half than the first half. So as soon as we did that, we came back in the game. So we know what we need to do in the next game.
Your fourth and fifth fouls could have gone the other way. What were your thoughts on those two?
You know, I'm a rookie. You know, I'm not expected to get the calls. I'm not expected to, let this thing slip by because everyone got their eyes on me. So, it just makes me just want to be able to play that much smarter, be that much more under control, and have my poise. There were some times where I'm not going to blame the officials for the fouls. It was stupid fouls on my part. So I got to be able to be in the right position, keep both hands up, and not allow myself to bend over. Sound a little weird. Appreciate you.
Thanks. Offensively, defensively, it just looked like they couldn't miss, and they were playing you guys one-on-one.
No, I wouldn't say that was surprising. We just got to do a better job of executing on both ends of the floor. We got to take away the shots that they want to create. Just be quick on the rotations and better in our communication. It's a loud place here, so we've got to do a better job on that. And on the offensive end, just know who we're going to target and be on the same page for spacing reasons.
You played with Kristaps Porzingis here in Dallas. What did you think of his effort tonight coming back from injury and shooting the ball like he did?
I mean, he played great. Started off hot, made his shots. Was a great rim protector. Like I said, we got to do a better job in picking the spots where we want him to be and make the shots a little bit harder on him.
You guys don't really like to win game one. It's just historical, but is that what do you sort of take from that into the rest of the series and playing from behind, I guess?
What we got to take away is that we just got to be on the same page, do a better job of talking on both ends of the floor. We got to keep our composure. We know that they're a team that just goes on runs and makes a couple of threes in a row, so we just got to stay connected and play our game like when we came back today and just build on that. And, I think we can get better looks on offense too, knock those shots down and play with the right physicality next time.
What helped you guys claw back into it? I mean, down 29, you guys got it to 8 at one point.
I think playing a little bit more physical, and then also, like I said, having the right spacing on the offensive side, and getting the stops on the defensive side. We just got to be quicker, as I said, on the rotations. We can't give them any open looks because they're too good of a shooting team. That's how you get a run. It's just got to play with the right energy.
And they just made shots, right? Like first set, just didn't miss. It felt like.
Yeah, they made shots. We know that. So that's why we got to be better in taking it away.
Okay, so did anything about the Celtics offense surprise y'all, or is it just that they were hitting shots and simply could not miss tonight?
No, we know who they are. We know they're a great three-point shooting team. I feel like we just got to do a better job of contesting their shots. They had a lot of open ones, and obviously they're great shooters, so we expect them to make them. So we got to do a better job of contesting, and our rotations need to be better.
What kind of helped you guys settle in there? I mean, down 29, a lot of teams could just roll over and just kick the ball around for the rest of the game, but you got it to 8. It looked like you guys were going to, really do something historic. What spurred that?
We've been there before. Earlier in the playoffs, we were down 31 a couple times. So for us, at the end of the day, we just got to keep playing. We can't let any lead get to us, and just stick together. We're a great team. We know that, and as long as we're sticking together, we feel like we have a chance.
Adjustment-wise, what do you guys think needs to happen offensively? It looked like they weren't doing the doubles that some of the teams have been trying to throw at Luka and Kyrie. What does that mean for the rest of the offense, I guess, in Game 2?
I just felt like we were a little stagnant on that end. We just got to move more and just help our superstars and help them get better shots by setting better screens, just running more sets. We'll be fine at the end of the day. I'm not really worried about it.
I know it's just one game, but it's the NBA Finals, right, and so much riding on it. What was the mood like for you, before the game, the crowd getting amped up, going up 29? That place was rocking. What was kind of the emotional state for you in this game? How did you kind of handle everything? Was there jitters at first?
Not at all. I mean, this is where you want to be as a player. This is where you want to be as a team. So at the end of the day, I think we're all excited and still happy-hearted and ready to go. I feel like there's a bunch of things, obviously, we need to clean up on the defensive end. Got to look at guys' tendencies better, and we'll be better Game 2.
Thanks, P.J.
Thank you.